to the channel. Yes, in this video we're going to be going over Holochain. Now, do not be alarmed by the title. We're actually going to show you how you can safeguard, prepare for this potential dump, and prepare yourself for an incredible entry. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video because again, it's only going to benefit you guys. Now, with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, turn the bell notification on so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. And remember guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own research. With that being said, let's get into the video. So what is Holochain? Briefly, Holochain is an open source framework for building fully distributed peer-to-peer applications. Pretty interesting product. Again, I do believe that these kind of projects like Holochain, have the potential to disrupt the Facebooks, the Googles, the Ubers of the world, right? So I do see a use case for this, and a really big one at that as well. So again, I've looked into the project. It is a good project. Now, what I find quite interesting before I get into the price action, because I know that's what you guys are itching to see, we're currently just above 1 cent, market cap $3.1 billion. So again, quite a large market cap considering it's, the actual project. So quite again, still relatively low in the grand scheme of things, but they've progressed pretty damn fast. And when we get into the price action, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Again, coin supply 1.8, let's call it 1.8 billion, sorry, 178 billion, right? Circulating supply 169 billion. So quite a large coin supply, but nevertheless, that's irrelevant, to be honest with you. It's all about the project at the end of the day. In British pounds, 2.1 billion. High market volume in the last 24 hours. But anyway, let's just get into the price action already, because I know that's what you guys are itching to see. So what's really interesting about Holochain so far is, number one, yes, it has moved in alignment with most other cryptocurrencies. However, if we look from the 1st till the 31st, this project didn't actually take off in alignment with all the other cryptocurrencies. And if I just zoom out, of course, most of the cryptocurrencies bull runs started towards the end of the year. We didn't actually see that with Holochain at all. We saw it pretty much range, and as you can see, it did take off from the 1st, but then quickly sold off. And this is why patience is key, because this is what happened, guys. As you can see, February is when we started to see price really take form. And if we just look at the percentage move from February, as you can see, percentage move from February was, let's just have a look. Percentage move from February, it was about 200. Prices, of course, it went up to nearly 500%, but it did pull back quite a bit, and we closed in around 250%. But this is where things get really interesting, because number one, even though yes, most other cryptocurrencies sell off at this time, but how many cryptocurrencies, wait for it, rallied over 800, well, at its all-time high, 963% in 1 month, and now it's currently just below 800%, 768% in 1 month. Guys, this is what I've been trying to say to you. This is why I say to you, the cryptocurrency space, anything is possible. Anything is possible in this space. What we're seeing is, incredible movement, and we are super excited for it. Now, this is where what you guys are here for, right? What's to come now? Of course, there has to be a pullback. We cannot see price move in a straight line. Price always has to pull back. Any market that doesn't pull back, this is a clear indication of a bubble, right? And again, pullbacks are pretty healthy. We saw that at the start of the year. We saw that it actually at the start of March as well. So let's just measure this pullback so we can do it. So that's 65. Sorry, that's a 48% pullback, and towards the middle of March we saw pullback, let's say 42%. And as you can see, now we're approaching the start of April. But we're seeing a trend here, right? Price is typically selling off at the start of each month, right? So As we can see, we saw that in January. We saw that not we saw that towards the end of February and the start of March. So here we go. We saw that sort of pullback at the start of March. And of course, this was just a range. So could we see a similar pattern going into April? I believe we could, but let's just do the pullback scenario, right? So prices currently at this level here. So I'll just circle this out for you. Now, 763% gain so far. We're likely to see price cool off. Now, where are we likely to see price pull back to? We could see now again, guys. This is provided that things stay the same. We don't go into an absolutely insane bull run on the overall cryptocurrency space. Even though I do believe we will see a pullback on this regardless. We can expect to see maybe a 30% pullback. So 30% pullback. Let's just do that. And again, this is just comparing all the other pullbacks so far. So again, guys, not a huge pullback. Let's just do it so just above 1 cent. Just above 1 cent, we're likely to see price pull back. And surprise, surprise, that's in confluence with, let me just draw this in. This is in confluence with our previous resistance area, right? So before we broke our all-time high, this is where we saw price breakthrough. So let's just draw that out so you guys can see that. So yeah, perfect. So it's in confluence with our previous broken resistance area, which would now be a support. And let's just say price can move back into the 1 cent area. And I'll just highlight this area just so we know if price breaks above this area, then we know we could see a strong price movement. So yeah, I am expecting price to pull back around the 1 cent area, maybe a 25 to 30% pullback towards the start of the towards the start of April, and then we can look for our entries around this area, and then we could ride this back off into the sunset. But again, I do expect this project to continue its bullish momentum throughout the year. If there are any other major updates, I'll definitely let you guys know, because again, this is an interesting project with a lot of potential. I'm keeping a close eye on it and now waiting around for the pullback. Don't get me wrong, if prices just continue to rally towards the start of March, April, then again I'll just be sitting on my hands. I'm obviously not going to be selling, and I'm not going to be buying, but I will just be watching this and waiting around for price to pull back so I can get a more sensible entry. Now, of course, if in your mind, this is an incredible project, you've done all your research on it, and you're happy to buy this for a decade without looking at it, then obviously this is relatively going to be very, very cheap in comparison to that end of year 10-year target price, right? Potentially, that's provided that this project is still around by then, right? But of course, you wouldn't be buying if you didn't believe that. So yeah, that's just my quick outline on this project. Expecting a 30% pullback. Again, a lot of people will get caught out buying right at the top and are likely to get dumped on. So this is just a major warning. Be very, very, very careful. But yeah, with that being said, when others are fearful, be greedy, and when others are greedy, be fearful. And at the moment, I do 800% move, 900% all, total move for the month. I see a lot of greed there, and that's why we're being super careful. With that being said, guys, seize the day.